Hey, what's going on, comic fans? It's Mr. Q Comics, back with another haul video. Today I have got another assortment of books, a couple different shops I hit up. I took a business trip out to Western New York, which was a pretty lengthy drive for me. So I hit up a couple of shops on my drive out there, picked up a couple of books through my local shop on Whatnot while I was on the trip, and then I hit up another shop on the drive back. So before I dive into the books, guys, if you're a fan of comic haul videos, please do me a favor. Go down below, hit the like button, hit subscribe, leave me some comments. Let me know what you think about these books. So, all right, the day I was driving out, I was able to hit up a shop. I think it was in Lawrence, Mass. I forget what it's called. It was an antique mall on the river there. And they didn't have a ton for books, but when I asked, it turned out they had another section and a different, it was like one of those old refurbished mills, which I love going into, where it had a lot of businesses and antique mall. Love buildings like that up in the Northeast. There's quite a few around me. Anyways, they had a different room. The guy brought me in there. I was able to find a couple of books, so I'll show those off first. We've got giant-sized Defenders, which I feel like I just showed off in another video. This is the first appearance of Korvac. Not the best shape. Sorry, this is giant-sized Defenders number 3. Mid-grade, probably a 5, something like that. Was able to get this for 25 bucks. This book was hot for a while. It seems like it's cooled off a little bit anyways, but I think it's still worthwhile. Spec. The other book I grabbed from this guy, I didn't realize how much this book was going for at the time. I think I've got multiple copies, but we've got Amazing Spider-Man 134. Arguably the second appearance of the Punisher, first appearance of Tarantula. So most people consider, 135 here to be the second appearance. So I don't know. Don't know about that debate. Still a pretty good book. This was a little bit better shape, probably a little bit higher fine range, and I think I walked away about 67 bucks on that one. So those were the first two books there, and then I was trying to find some shops close by my end destination, and I'm drawing a blank where I picked these up. I think it was Weirdos Collectibles, something like that, in I forget the town. I think it was actually Schenectady, New York. So went in there. It was kind of they had comics, more of a gaming toy shop. They had a good amount of stuff. It was a little bit disorganized, but I was able to pull some stuff together. Tried to make a deal at the end, but they really weren't budging on price at all. But picked out a couple of books that I'm not going to show off here that were just kind of insignificant books, but just show off the bulk of the better books here. We've got Supergirl number 1. This is near mint condition. This is a Michael Turner cover. I'm not a huge fan, but I see a lot of people show this off. This seems to be a popular book. This was like 5 bucks. I don't really know what that goes for, but I haven't actually come across it before. Always popular, Spider-Man versus Wolverine number 1. This one, pretty solid shape, pretty nice VF copy, and this one was only 3 bucks, which I thought was a deal. Of course, I've got this. I've probably got multiple copies, but whenever I find it cheap, I grab it. I thought 3 bucks was a great price for that. Found some Batman books, some Jim Lee Batman from the Hush storyline. We've got 608, which is the starts off the story arc. This is probably VF near mint. I think he had that at like 7 bucks. Another cool cover, 610, and this was probably like 3 bucks. Nice shape though, VF. This one was really cool. Love this cover. 612, that classic Superman Batman cover. And this one actually is a newsstand, so I grabbed that. I thought that was pretty sweet. Love that cover. Man, that is awesome. Again, VF near mint range. They had 7 bucks on that. And then finally, I don't know that this is a key from the run. I don't think any of those are really keys. But we got 613, just another very cool cover that I didn't have. Near mint range, and this one was only like 3 bucks. So, very cool Jim Lee stuff on Batman. And then they had nearly this entire run. They were missing one issue. Got some Daredevil books here. 227. This is the Born Again run with Frank Miller and David Mazzucchelli, I believe is how you say it. I was trying to look up the pronunciation. I'm Italian too, and I'm butchering it, which is terrible. It's definitely not Mazzucchelli. I think it's Mazzucchelli is how you. I found a video of him doing some critiquing people's writing, and he of course started with the pronunciation, but pretty sure it's Mazzucchelli. Anyways, we've got the Born Again run, which I didn't have. This is one of those classic Daredevil story arcs I wanted to read. I think it is 227 to 231 initially, and I think a lot of the later trades include 232 and 233. So these are all pretty decent shape, like VF to VF near mint. A couple of minor keys in here, I guess. This is where Kingpin finds out his identity in 227. There's 228, 229. They were missing 230, which is a little disappointing, but I managed to pick up a low-grade copy the other day. We got 231 and then 232, which I think is the first appearance of Nuke. So I haven't read this yet. I was able to, like I said, just get 230 the other day, so this is going to be high up on the reading list. I think I got 230... sorry, I'm missing 233. I can't remember if I found that in the dollar bin the other day or not, but happy to get this. These were all like $3 or $4, something like that, which I thought was fair. I don't know what the set goes for. I think in near mint condition, the whole run will probably be, $60, $70 on eBay, but these are better, kind of higher end reading copies. Nothing near mint at all. So just cool stuff to add to the PC. Found a copy of this, not in great shape. All new Ghost Rider. This is the first appearance of Robbie Reyes as a Ghost Rider. This one, again, it's probably mid-grade, fine range, like a 6, something like that. It's got some, small tears on the bottom, but it was only $5, so I wasn't leaving that behind for $5. This book has gotten hot in, I don't know if I should say it's gotten hot. It's gone up in price in recent months. Any sort of first appearance of any character that has yet to show up in a show or a movie, everyone is just gobbling them up. So for $5, that's a worthwhile flip for me. All right, they have this one pretty reasonably priced. XMen 112. This is just a classic George Perez cover. I think this was $10. And what do they have? What do I have on the condition here? I lost my place. Probably mid-grade, VG fine. I'm sure I have this. I just don't know if mine's in better shape or not. But definitely a fantastic George Perez cover. Just the facial expression on Wolverine there is just phenomenal stuff. So certainly lost one of the great ones there. Another X-Men book. I've been picking this up. I've probably got 6 or 7 copies now. We got 282. The first, I don't know if it counts as the full appearance. He's just on the last page, but he is on the cover. So this is the money book. First appearance of Bishop. Good shape, VF near mint range. And this one was also $10, which I think is a great price for this. This is another one of those key X-Men books that still relatively affordable. I have no idea if, eventually they'll get to introducing him. They could. Who knows? But definitely if I'm finding him in that $10 to $20 range for high grade raw copies, I've been snatching them up. Another cool newsstand book. I don't know what this goes for in newsstand. We've got Detective 871. Fantastic cover. I know someone can tell me how many printings there are. I think the second print is like red, which may be pretty pricey. But again, Detective 871. This is where Scott Snyder starts on the detective series, and it's the first appearance of James Gordon Jr. as an adult. It's a little bit, it's got somewhere, so it's probably like high VF range, and I think this was also $10. But again, I grabbed it because it's a newsstand copy. So 2011, I don't even know when they stopped with newsstands, so I'm sure that commands some sort of a premium, so that's why I grabbed that. Another Spec book, of course. I saw this hot for a while. I don't know what's happened with it, and I don't really know, what the talk is about this, why it got hot, to be honest, but I haven't come across it, and they had it. Sunfire Big Hero 6 #1, so this is the first team appearance of Big Hero 6, including Baymax and all these other characters on the cover. Well, some of them, Silver Samurai's obviously not his first. So I just know the movie from Disney, which obviously Baymax is completely different. I don't really know if there's speculation they're going to be in a series about them or what. So again, maybe someone can chime in and let me know, but it seemed pretty affordable. I think it's gone down quite a bit from what I recall it being. So this was just under 40 bucks, and it's a little bit more beat up than I thought it was when I grabbed it, probably VF range. So probably an okay buy. This was one of those hauls where I got back and was like, maybe some of these I probably should have left. I got a little excited, get a little carried away. Sometimes you're just itching to spend that cash that's in your pocket, you know. So decent book. I don't think I did bad on it, but I don't think I did great. I don't think it's a home run by any means. Another book we picked up was Miss Marvel #1. This is the design variant. This one is sharp, near mint condition. This is probably the most expensive book I picked up from the shop. This was like 49 bucks. Weird the way they priced it. I think they had it at 48.99. So first solo title featuring Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan. Of course, her show is coming out. I've seen a couple of the trailers. Not really my cup of tea. I really have not read anything with her in it. I think I read some of the Champions from the 2015 series, which was okay. Again, not really my cup of tea. So this is totally a foot book. I'm going to dump this immediately. I think these books, these shows, if they come out, especially the new characters, that there aren't guys my age who have like a nostalgic, sentimental connection to. I feel like if these shows bomb, these books are going to bomb. My personal opinion, I could be completely wrong, but you know, just my opinion. So high grade book. Again, I probably could have left it behind, but I checked it. It's still probably going close to like 90, 100 bucks in raw condition. I don't know about graded copies. I am not going to bother to take the time to wait on CGC for, 8 months to get this back to me. So this one will get sold raw. This is a great book. One of my all-time favorite Mike Zeck covers. Punisher #1 newsstand copy. The limited series, 5-issue limited series. I know on #1 it says 4-issue from 1985. Mike Zeck, one of my all-time favorite cover artists. So many just absolutely iconic covers, and this is one of them. Mid-grade book. This one was like 40 bucks, and I totally think it is worth grabbing some of these books. I thought I saw a clip that they are doing, are they going to do a movie with the Punisher? I'm drawing a blank. Shane from The Walking Dead. What is his name? John Bernthal? Something like that. Thought I saw they were going to do like an R-rated movie with him as the Punisher, which I love the Punisher series on Netflix. Super violent, the way I would want the Punisher to be. So, to me, great pickup here. I think these books got a lot of room to grow. A lot of people can't pick up ASM 129, so this is probably one of those next stops next to the second appearance. So fantastic book. Always love that cover. Speaking of covers, this is not the most expensive book, but absolutely, without a doubt, my favorite book of all of this haul. I have talked about this artist many times. I absolutely love his artwork. Never want to buy these books on eBay. I want to find them in the wild. They had like a random box, just no rhyme or reason, minor keys, I guess, and I'm digging, and this is in there, and I was so excited. It is Crossfire #12, just a stunning Dave Stevens cover. It's Marilyn Monroe on the cover. Just amazing. So I always want to find these in like the dollar bins or an antique store, but I think this was like 12, 13 bucks. So to me, totally was not leaving that behind. I have never even stumbled across this. Just one of those things. I love the thrill of flipping through the books and boom, one of those books you've been literally waiting for years to find is right there. It's just so gorgeous. Still waiting on a couple of those other big Dave Stevens books, DNA Agents 24. If you guys aren't familiar, go check that one out on eBay. That one's fantastic. And of course, the Planet Comics #1, which is probably the priciest Dave Stevens cover that I know of. I did see one at a shop, but they had it graded as a 9.6, and I don't want to pay that. I want to find it cheap and have a raw copy that's in decent shape. So anyways, stunning cover. Love this. So excited to have this book. So fantastic. Good girl cover art there. All right, couple whatnot pickups. I've shown them off in a couple of videos now. Local shop, Casablanca Comics. I was able to win a couple. Can't remember if it was during my road trip or just before. Somewhere in the ballpark, though. Nice copy of Amazing Spider-Man 316. Love the direct copy with the little Venom headshot. Fantastic. McFarlane, of course, first cover appearance of Venom. Won this for $105, which I thought was a pretty good price. Probably VF, high VF near mint. I definitely have this, but wasn't going to leave it behind for $100. I think that is a great pickup. So always just an iconic Todd McFarlane. If you're a Todd McFarlane collector, you got to have this book. This one's just stunning, phenomenal artwork again. And then, all right, let me see if I can pan back the camera here. See if I can fit it in. I was able to pick up a copy of Green Lantern 86, graded. That fits pretty good there. And an 8.0. Pretty nice copy. What is it? We got off-white to white pages. I believe this was a few weeks before Neil Adams passed, I think. So this one, I was surprised. I got it for $113, which I thought was a really good price. It's another one of those Neil Adams. I'm not a huge DC guy, but I do love Neil Adams artwork, and had been hunting, trying to find a cheap copy of this, and they put it up a nice 8.0. Not the highest grade, but certainly happy to have it. So for $113, I thought that was a no-brainer. Awesome cover. Okay. Last few books. So on the way back, I think it was actually my birthday, I was driving back and I hit up another shop somewhere in Massachusetts, totally drawn a blank on where it was. And again, they didn't have a ton of stuff. They didn't have a ton of back issues. So I dug out a few affordable Adam Hughes covers of Catwoman. I did not have issue number 60 and 61. Very cool. 61. Dig the Motorcycle. So I think these are like $3 and $5, something like that, which probably VF near mint range. I'm happy with that. A lot of these Adam Hughes covers on the Wonder Woman and Catwoman runs he did, I see go for like 10, 15, $20. So just didn't have those ones, so happy to grab them. So they had a few wall books. They had one I was eyeing, and I wasn't really sure. I always like to bundle things up and pay cash to try and get the best deal. And I'm getting ready to settle up, and then they had another big book behind the counter, so I was able to bundle it with this. First, I got Jungle Action number 5 that I've never owned before. So this is first Black Panther in the title. I don't know if this is technically the first solo story of Black Panther. I could be wrong there. Decent shape, probably mid-grade, fine range. Whatever it worked out to. I figured it was like $65 after I bundled it with this next book. So pretty happy to have that. Very cool cover versus M'Baku there. And then the big book I wanted, they just had it behind the counter, and they knew I was looking for, key books, and I just saw it. And this one, honestly, not the best buy. I got very excited. I just was looking to make a big purchase. They had it. Bad timing. The movie was about to come out a couple weeks later, and I probably should have thought better. But I got another copy of Amazing Spider-Man number 101, first appearance of Morbius. Not in terrible shape. It's definitely in the VG range, so whatever this worked out to, I think everything was like $450 together. So I think it worked out to like $377 is what I put it down as my cost. So certainly not a terrible buy, but the movie obviously got bad reviews. I haven't seen it myself, and I think a lot of these Morbius books went down. So lesson learned, I was just looking to make some buys. I got really excited. I got a graded copy that's a 4.5, and I was thinking, I'll dump the 4.5. And I'll just keep the raw copy. I'm happy with the VG, raw copy of this for my ASM run. I kind of prefer the raw copies for my personal stuff. But timing-wise, I should have just passed and waited. You could probably get this cheaper than that. So I think what I paid is over what this book is worth as of now. So, you can't win them all. Sometimes you get excited. But if I'm going to screw up on something, I'd rather, quote, screw up buying early Bronze Age, late Silver Age, Amazing Spider-Man. So if you're going to screw up buying the older stuff, more expensive, as opposed to, the Miss Marvel number 1. Again, my opinion, take it for what it's worth. That's just me. If I'm going to overpay on a book, I'd rather overpay on, key Amazing Spider-Man books. So anyways, that's the haul, guys. Let me know what you think. Again, if you did enjoy it, please go down below, hit the like button, hit subscribe, leave me some comments, and I will see you guys soon.